What's up YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson back once again here in Central North Carolina. Thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. I hope you'll enjoy it. If you do, be so kind to give it a thumbs up. Click that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We're here in the summer months doing a few tips here and there. It's a very abnormal summer from what I've experienced in my 5 years of doing this YouTube thing. Very abnormal with all the water we're getting. We're going to talk about that more here in a second, but comment below your thoughts. Share it with your buddies. We've just hit just over 10,000 subscribers. Absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much. I thought this video was originally going to come out on Friday, but I had originally planned something else. So you guys should have saw the mulch glue or rock glue video. That was a sponsored video, but man, that is a really cool product, and I'm glad. That is the first time I've ever saw something in my emails of, hey, you want to collaborate? And it's like, no, delete. And I saw that, and being that we're selling our house, sealing your mulch and rocks in place from constantly running off, that is a constant problem where I live. So check out that video. It's really cool and maybe worth your time. Thank you for tuning in. It's a pleasure. We have had so much rain. Just to recap, you guys, I'm filming this on Thursday of the previous week. You're watching this on Monday. While you're watching this, I am probably currently getting ready to go to the last day of the West Virginia tournament I'm playing in. Every year back in my home state of West Virginia where I was born. I moved when I was 3 down here to North Carolina, but up near Beckley, West Virginia, they have a Mountain State Golf Classic tournament. 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 3 different golf courses. On the last day, you get grouped up in how you played the first 2 days, and you try to play and win your division. It's really fun. I get to hang out with my cousin, stay at his house, see my family, so I really enjoy it. So while you're watching this, I am up there, and I should be back, and may not be able to film anything on Tuesday. We'll see. So getting into it, guys, yesterday is the first day we really had some huge storms coming, and right when it got to my area, the intensity kind of backed off a little bit. But we got, yesterday alone and last night, we got 1.5 inches of rain. I mean, just absolutely unbelievable, and we needed it because the grass was finally showing shriveling. I still have not had an area that's just went like years past and just went brown and dormant. We have had rain every single time we've needed it. It has come. We've talked about an increase of weeds. We've talked about the Virginia buttonweed, but in regards of rain, we have had rain every single time we've needed it, and I haven't had a dry spot to date, which is good and bad because we go into the next part, which is hydrate and moisture max. 2 things we've talked about and featured here on this channel, and I've heard some of you say, hey, how's that going? Is it worth it? Is it working? I really can't answer that question. We've had so much rain that we've not been dry enough to see how the moisture max does. But what I can tell you is based on the rain that we are getting, when we get it, I've not had any dry spots. So in some of these times, there's been extended periods between the rains. We've always gotten the rain, but I haven't seen a complete dry spot, and so the yard continues to look good, and I just cannot believe this is what my yard looks like in July in North Carolina. We're going to talk about these guys over here in a second, but just look at that. This is last night. It is still a little soppy out there, a little wet, but for July, I have never had a lawn like this, and if this continues into August, I will just be floored. But I mean, you see, this is the area, and you guys that have been watching my channel know, besides the bank, this is the area right here that stresses out first every year. And you can see there's a little brown up there because we are in hot soil temps. It's 99 degrees some days with 100% humidity. The humidity is insane. It's just been disgusting out here, but you see the green. I mean, it looks, it's a natural green. We're still feeding off a little bit of the Yard Mastery stress blend, but it's beginning to fade out a little bit that we put down months back in early June. Today, what I'm worried about is staying on top of my fungicides, and it looks like my camera's a little off. Let me move you guys back over this way. There we go. It's a little more even. Fungicides. So the bad part about getting rain all the time and having hot temperatures and hot air temperatures is fungicide, and I just can't stress enough to my tall fescue people out there and the transition zone and everywhere else, stay on top of your fungicides. I see, you know, there's obviously the grass is not going to look like it does in early spring when temperatures are in the 60s. It's just not going to happen. It's just a different color green grass when the cool season grass is in the right temperatures. It looks totally different. We're trying to survive, yet I'm going to push it a little bit today. I'm putting down azoxystrobin today. The last fungicide I put down was last month. I did some propiconazole in a mix with, I can't remember what it was. It might have been the Moisture Max when I did it in my gallon. I mixed the Moisture Max with the propiconazole. I'm seeing some areas, it's not even worth showing you guys on camera, but there are some areas like up front where I'm seeing brown, and I don't think that's a brown patch trying to break out, but it could be. So I'm going with the curative rate. Now, I've got azoxystrobin that I bought. This is actually Azoxy 2SC. I have this and propiconazole in the description of this video. If you need some, they have actually, I don't know if the prices, I haven't checked the prices recently, but this is a gallon and I paid a little over $100 for this. And when you do the math, it's better to go this route than the smaller bottles. But with the Azoxy 2SC, this is the same product. Azoxystrobin is in the Scott's Disease X. So if you don't want to buy this, if you can only spread it granularly, go to Lowe's, go to Home Depot, look in the description below. Possibly, if I'm able to link it, Scott's Disease X has azoxystrobin in it in pellet form. You can spread that in your lawn. But today, the rates that you want to use, if you're doing a preventative rate, I don't see any fungus. For me, it's hard to say that I don't see any. It's hard for me to tell the brown, is that fungal brown or is it just where it's been really hot? I can't tell. I'm doing a curative rate. So if I was doing preventative with azoxystrobin, Azoxy 2SC, 0.33 ounces per 1,000. If you're doing preventative, somewhere around 0.77, round that up, 0.8. Might as well go 1 ounce. I mean, I think you could probably go between 0.8 ounces and 1 ounce per 1,000 square feet and be just fine. But that's what I'm going to be mixing up. This is the primarily why I'm spraying today is Azoxy 2SC. I want to stay on top of my fungicides. Remember, 21 days and they run out. You're susceptible. My dad never does it. Even in my dad's yard when I was there a couple weeks ago, he's got brown patch that's broke out. He never prevents, he reacts. That's just how he does it. Probably many of you doing the same thing. You don't prevent with fungicides, but if something breaks out, oh crap, how do I fix this? Now you're dumping the fungicides on. That's my dad. He's same spots, it seems every year he's getting brown patch, and he's like, I put that stuff down you told me, propiconazole, we'll see if it works. So that's just how my dad is. But I'm trying to prevent that and keep it looking nice as long as we can. In addition to that, as I turn you guys around, you guys remember, some of you may remember, my favorite product ever is this right here, Green Effect from the Next line of products, Green County Fert Company. Next, this is 2.5 gallons. This is massive. Ugh, it smells like iron. It's massive. This is a 2.5 gallon. I probably won't link that. I'll probably just link a gallon in the description. But it is iron, it is slow growth, and it is dark green. 700. It is a liquid iron and fertilizer combo. I love it. Within hours of applying this to your same type of, let me be specific, if you have a fescue lawn, if you put this down in a few hours, you're going to see a difference one way or another. If you do too much, it can get way too dark green and shrivel up. If you do just the right amount, you will see a change in color in your lawn. It is a color changing formula, which means you got to be careful with overlap. You got to be careful in everywhere you spray this, it is going to affect it. The iron, the urea is going to change the color, so be aware of that. So since I don't need to water that in, I also don't need to water in a curative rate of Azoxy. I'm going to mix them together. I've done this in the past. We're knocking out our fungicides. We're adding a little bit of urea since we keep getting all of this rain. We're going to add a little Green Effect with 6% iron. 6% iron. That's high iron right there. The rates for that is somewhere around 8 ounces per 1,000 square feet at the max. You can obviously go lower than that. Likely I will, because I did do stress blend not too long ago. As I told you guys, I may have mentioned this during one of the rainstorms, I put a little bit of the 4400 and wheeled that around, sort of, kind of, just barely, just a little teeny bit. But I want to add a little bit of the Green Effect. We keep getting the rain. Tonight we're supposed to have the same thing we had last night, a lot of rain. So definitely have to stay on top of fungicides. Definitely want to, well, we don't have to play with the color of the lawn, but with all this rain, we have the ability to. We just don't want to stress it out with too high of nitrogen, right? So 700 with 6% iron. I'm very comfortable doing that. I'm not worried about that at all. Probably go around 6 to 8 ounces per 1,000, and we'll see what it looks like. And so by the time I come back from West Virginia, we'll be able to look at what the buttonweed is doing. It's been so wet. It's going to be wet. I don't have time to spray the Virginia buttonweed again before I leave for West Virginia. So we're going to wait, let that herbicide continue to do what it's going to do to that weed. We will evaluate that upon my return. We need to spray that again with the Gordon's Trimec with the change-up herbicide. We'll be able to look at the color. What is the green effect? And but you'll be able to see it next week of what has that done, and as well as are we still seeing protection from our herbicide, or excuse me, from our fungicides, from our applications of propiconazole as well as azoxystrobin. So a lot going on. The sun is going to come over. My cameras just can't sit out and watch me spray these things, guys. I apologize for where I'm at in North Carolina. The cameras overheat and they cut off. So I'm going to go spray these. Again, I'm doing 8 ounces of green effect per 1,000. I'm doing 0.8 for the fungicide. Mix that together, and that's what I'm going to be spraying quickly this morning, and get that on the ground. And then we got rain coming tonight, so I want to make sure that has plenty of time to dry. Should have all day to dry. So moisture max, hydrate. Just can't give you an update because we keep getting rain, so I apologize for that, that it's not been so dry. We don't know what August holds. We may not have this rain, so stay tuned, but that's what we're looking like. When we come back next week from West Virginia, we'll definitely walk the lawn together. What does the color look like? What are we looking like? You know, is our fungicides working? Are we seeing any brown patch? Are we seeing anything crazy? We do continue to thin and stay thin on the edges with the Jonathan Green, but the central middle parts of my lawn, as you see back here, it is the same up front. It looks good. It's just not a dark, crisp green color, but we're in summer and it's not supposed to look like that, right? Had a guy, shout out to Julio. Julio was riding by in the UPS truck and said, "Are you Mr. Ferguson? Man, I've seen you." And we had a conversation for 5 minutes. He found my house and he watches the channel. It's crazy. And I was just telling him, you know, it's amazing how our lawns will go dormant when we don't get the rain. He was talking about how his is struggling and he's not getting the rain and it's brown, and it's like, man, it looks like it's dead, but when that water comes back and the air temperatures change, that fescue comes right back to life, and it's just amazing how God did that. So anyways, we're going to apply these today, guys. I apologize, I can't show you the actual filming. It's just, it won't make it. It will get too hot and cut off the camera. But thank you for tuning in. Give the video a like, comment below. Are you getting all this rain? Are you taking advantage of it? And are you putting down fertilizer where normally you wouldn't? I am. That's why, that's the only, I'm pushing my limits a little bit by adding a little bit of fert. I think you're still safe to do this if we were in normal conditions. You would just have to stay on top of watering. But with all of this rain, more coming tonight, more expected over the weekend, I feel super confident in adding a low nitrogen fertilizer. Are you guys fertilizing? Are you spraying weeds? What are you dealing with? Let me know in the comments of this video. Thank you guys so much. Hope you have a great Monday, and we'll hopefully catch you Wednesday or Friday with another lawn care video. God bless you guys.